Follow the leader.
Should just say follow the leader.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
What day is it? What day is it?
Today. I don't know.
Anybody know what day it is?
Wait. Today is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Hold on.
Fourth.
Check my phone.
23rd.
No, 25th.
20. Seriously, already?
It's halfway through the week.
We are getting there.
We're almost through the first week.
Just 10 days, man. We are fine. Come on.
Okay, so like we said in some earlier posts, if you've seen, we're going to talk to you about food choices when there is nothing at the grocery store right now.
that's a fight. That's a fight.
Yeah, so we went to Sam's Club on Sunday, and there was no paper products at all, no cleaning supplies, lots of fruits and vegetables, but protein was very scarce.
Yeah.
Milk and eggs are starting to kind of dwindle. So, and then of course the processed food is
Available everything. Yeah. Let's say that there are certain choices that are not really healthy. You can find a lot of...
all the canned stuff is gone.
That's true.
Canned veggies, canned beans.
But canned veggies, if we can avoid them, you lose a lot of micronutrients. You kill the purpose of the veggies.
Anyway, so that stuff lasts a long time. We're going to talk to you about ways that you can simplify your diet during this time.
Yeah.
So let's be honest, that's how you should be eating anyway.
Yeah. Simple, it's bad. It's better in general because as less you touch a food, as better it is. Am I right? You keep all the nutrients, you don't add strange things, and it makes you also a little bit more accountable. It's been said that in a period of staying at home so many hours, it's easier to find that way, like, you know what, I'm bored, let's eat. And you open and you search for whatever is not healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't eat out of boredom.
Yeah.
That's our first point. So if you're still working, then obviously you're busy, and you might be in the opposite situation. So you're having a harder time eating because you're so busy. So all of our healthcare workers, thank you, by the way, for all the time that you're putting in. You're freaking awesome. You might have to think about things a little bit differently because you need to stop and eat because you have to take care of yourself. So even if it's 5 minutes, grab and go, fruit and nuts, yogurt, a quick bar, if you can prep meals, that's awesome, and that's a great habit to get into. But we understand that some of you are really just literally nonstop working. So if you're going to take care of people, make sure you're taking care of yourself also. So get some healthy snacks, something that you can just throw in your mouth every 60 minutes or so whenever you have a break.
Yeah, and naturally, I think we will say this many times during this video. If you have any question, if you need any help, sorry for the Italian hand. If you have any question, if you need any help, any idea, please send us a message. We are here for this. We want to help you. And we know how hard it is if you're not trained, it's the wrong word, but skilled in this area.
Or educated.
Educated. You need a little bit of experience. There is nothing strange on that. We are here for you, for that, to help you.
Yeah.
Okay?
So back to the boredom thing. It's really easy when you're at home, moms especially, if you've got kids and they're maybe wearing your patience down a little bit. It's easier to kind of sit on the couch and think, okay, let me go find something to eat. And if you already have the stuff in your house that's not super great for you, then you're going to be even more tempted. So just don't buy that stuff. Keep it out of your house. If you know it's something that you struggle with, you might as well just not have it.
Yeah. And if you're craving sugars, eat a piece of fruit.
Yes. Look at our fruit stash.
I want to put it as a background.
See my lovely crushes?
She's heavy. This is a lot of fruit.
Here's our new background. Here it comes. Okay.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Healthy background.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
Voila! Straight to the veggie store.
Yep. So here we are. This is our mainstay. This is
Yeah.
our decoration for our house. But this is what you should be snacking on a lot.
Yes.
So, and unfortunately and fortunately, this is in abundance right now. It's not super hard to find fresh fruits and veggies. So that's where we need to go.
Yeah, and you find them also on sale because no one is buying them.
Yeah.
Man. Because people don't want to go a lot of times probably to the grocery store. Absolutely okay. Understandable, but one time a week at the end you will find yourself going. So stack yourself for 1 week.
Yeah. And worst case scenario, the next best step is frozen rather than canned if possible.
Yes.
Frozen veggies, frozen fruits are going to retain nutrients a little bit longer than the canned stuff. So if you need to buy in bulk because you absolutely cannot get to the store and you don't feel safe if you're in that category of immunocompromised individuals, that's understandable. So go stock up on a bunch of frozen stuff and get that ready to go so then you can prep your food that way. So if you're a planner, if you're on a budget, which now we all are.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's on a budget. You're on a budget.
Yeah.
You're on a budget. Then you need to be making a list of what you need, going to the grocery store and getting it, right? We should be doing that anyway because it keeps us away from the stuff that we really shouldn't be putting into our bodies, and it saves you money. So you have your list, you go in, you circle the perimeter, you get those few things in the middle that you need, and you're done. But right now, you might not be able to make that happen. So if you have a detailed list of foods that you're going to put together for a recipe, for example, if you're going to make chili and you get to the aisle with the beans and there are no beans, what are you going to do? So not the ideal time to be putting together recipes and going to the store to try to find all the ingredients, because then you're just going to get frustrated. And then you might make some poor choices, or you might spend a lot more money than you really should. So what we do in these times is simplify our diet, which for us is not that much of a change because we eat like this a lot anyway, but I do occasionally like to make recipes just to keep it interesting and keep the flavors high. But when we went to we went to Sam's Club on Sunday, and we already told you the things that they were out of. The protein is very scarce right now because people are buying a lot of that stuff and freezing it. So if you go to the store, and we're still pretty much on a once a week store trip agenda right now, but if you go to the store and you can't find that stuff, what are you gonna do? So we ended up, we were really lucky.
Yeah.
We found a random package of really expensive organic chicken.
Yeah, the last one.
The last one, it was like misplaced.
Like
and someone had put it
$15
down.
a gram.
So we grabbed that up and we'll ration it out. But we threw that in the freezer. We already had some ground turkey that we had in the freezer. We have Paleo Works that we're still ordering. If you have not tried Paleo Works and you're local, you need to try them because their food is so good. You can order in bulk and then just mix and match however you want. Or you can buy their meals. They taste amazing also.
Yeah.
So we bought, what else did we buy?
We bought
Fish.
There is a lot of fish. People don't like to cook fish.
Yep. Shrimp, whitefish, salmon. If you're not a fish eater, try the ones that are not so fishy. I don't like fishy fish either. Ugh.
I like fish.
Yeah.
I like fish. But she's right. You will find shrimp, for example, in abundance.
Abundance.
You have a lot of them. And they are a frozen product that have a really long life.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Great protein, low fat, very lean.
Yeah, you can put it everywhere. It's really good. It's tasty.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of white fish, but it's really fairly easy to cook, and it's let's say really easy. Fish is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you buy a certain kind of white fish, they are really easy to cook. For example, cod.
Mm-hmm.
You call it cod, right? Okay, cod. It's not a super tasty fish, but it's a really good protein with a lot of omega-3, and you can do a ton of recipe with cod.
Really simple things. So
Yeah.
you can take the fishy flavor out of fish by adding marinades or sauces. Even if you just add lemons, you can find right now, I guarantee. So add some lemon juice, let it marinate for a while, and then bake it or roast it in the oven. We'll take some of that fish flavor out of it. Or you can, what I did yesterday with the whitefish was make like fish patties, like salmon patties. I grew up on those. My mom used to make those all the time.
If you need that recipe, if you want the Cara's cod patties, send us a message.
I know how to take the fish out of fish.
Yeah, she really don't like the fish.
But it's really good for you. So
Yes.
If that's what you got to work with, then you have to find ways to work with it. So that being said, a common question that we have sometimes is how do I meal prep if I don't like to cook? I don't like to meal prep. I don't know how to cook. I don't enjoy it. I don't want to do it. And my answer is, I don't care if you like to do it or not.
Yeah.
And this is my tough love for the day. Do you like to go to the dentist?
Seriously?
Do you like to go to the dentist?
They give me shots.
Do you like to go to the doctor?
No.
Do you like to pay your bills?
No.
Do you like to clean your house?
That depends. Play music, I dance.
Yeah, so we're always doing things that we don't want to do or we don't like to do, but you have to do them because they're essential to your health. And now more than ever, these things are essential to your health. So at this point, we have to say, sorry. If you don't enjoy it, that's fine. You don't have to enjoy it. This is what I tell my kids when they say, oh, I don't like cleaning. I don't like doing chores. And I tell them, it's fine. You don't have to like it. You're allowed to feel what you're feeling. You're allowed your emotional experience, but you still have to do it.
Yes.
So it's the same with meal prep and cooking. You don't have to get crazy with it. You don't have to learn how to be a chef, but you have to do it. And if you want to feel better and you want to be healthy and you want to have great results in your everyday life or your physique or whatever your goals are, you have to do it. And that's just how it is. We don't always enjoy cooking either. And meal prep takes time and sometimes you're tired and you just want to sit down, but it doesn't matter. You have to do it. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unfortunately, there are certain things that if you really want to be healthy, they just have to be done. Like, how many times you don't want to go to a gym and work out, or at home now, I swear, I want to stick there on that giant couch and watch Star Wars. I want to see all of them. But it's not okay. It's have a little bit of time for your laziness. It's absolutely fine. You need also mental health. But in Italy we say mens sana in corpore sano. It's Latin. It means an healthy brain in a healthy body. And unfortunately your healthy body needs a lot of work.
yeah. So do it anyway.
Yeah. Stop.
That's our motto. Do it
Yeah.
anyway. Don't want to? Do it anyway.
Yeah, also because then fix your body is really expensive.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so let's simplify it. This is what we do, and this is going to make your life really easy. We pick a few carbs, a few proteins, and a few fats, along with an abundance of fruits and veggies, and we just mix and match them. So we might choose, so at this point, what do we have in the refrigerator? We have fish,
Yeah.
we have
Chicken.
chicken, we have turkey. Okay, so we can cook all of those things as our protein. If you're not sure what a protein looks like, or a lean protein, which is even better at this point, then send us a message. I have this handy dandy chart that says I need protein, carbs, fat, so it will help you see which is which, because I know that sometimes that's confusing. Like, well, I don't know what carbs are, or I don't know what a fat is, or well, I'm going to eat peanut butter for my protein. That's not really a protein, that's a fat.
Yeah.
So if you need a list, send us a message and
It's
we'll send you a
fat
list.
dominant.
Yeah, you can put it on your refrigerator and then you can choose.
Yeah.
So back to protein. That's what we have right now: fish, chicken, and turkey. So what we're going to do is use those as our protein options. So we might cook all three of them at once so that we can kind of mix and match as the week goes on, and we do the same thing for our kids. Yesterday we cooked asparagus,
Green beans.
green beans,
zucchini.
We have some broccoli already cooked.
Yeah, we have some Brussels sprouts.
We have Brussels sprouts we haven't cooked yet. We have spinach. So those are all of our veggies. We've got carrots for the kids. We've got the snackable stuff like cucumbers and those baby bell peppers.
Yeah. Some celery.
Yeah.
With hummus.
So for me personally, I don't track veggies as carbs necessarily. There are some carbs in veggies, and if you're going to be super particular, that's great. You can use those as carb sources, but I kind of separate the veggies just as veggies because I know that at every single meal we need to be having those, okay? So when we look at our carb options, we're talking about things like rice, pasta, bread, oats, not pastries or donuts or cake, or those are carbs. But that's not what we're talking about. So right now we have, what do we have for carbs? What do we choose?
Carbs, we have rice. We have some pasta, we have some bread.
We have bread.
We have some sweet potatoes from Paleo Works. We have some regular potatoes, gold small potatoes, which I love them.
Yeah.
Nothing else, I think.
Yep. So we'll choose from that list as our carb. So at every meal, 1 protein, 1 carb, 1 fat, and all kinds of fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
Okay. Another source of carbs is this right here. This is great. Okay. Not only are these going to give you carbohydrate macronutrients, but they're going to give you vitamins and minerals. So you're going to get micronutrients also. So you need to eat this stuff, the colors.
And I want to explain one thing to people, because certain times people tell me, yeah, you eat broccoli, rice and chicken all the time. We don't. We don't. You have sauces. You can buy, if you put half tablespoon of oil, it tastes a little bit different.
And a little bit of salt and pepper.
Yeah, and you still need fat. I will never stop to say, woman, you need fat. Guys, you need fat. It's important. So give taste with herbs, with salt and pepper. There are a lot of things that you can add to your food to make it tasty.
Yep. You can buy condiments at the grocery store, whatever you can find to kind of add the flavor. So we'll pick our simple protein, our simple carb, our simple fat, but we don't just dry cook it.
No, oh my gosh. No.
And eat bland food. That's gross. We wouldn't survive. That's one of the things that we do to mix it up when we mix and match. So we've got our protein, we've got our carbs, and then for fats, right now we already had olive oil and grapeseed oil and butter. We have avocado, which we found at Sam's Club, the giant bag. We've got peanut butter, we've got almond butter. What else do we have? We have coconut oil.
Yes.
Fat lasts forever, so once you buy it, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So we mix and match those things in all of our meals also. Depending on what we cook, obviously we're not going to put peanut butter on fish, but we might use butter, we might use a little bit of oil, or we might throw some avocado in our egg whites in the morning. Egg whites we've had a hard time finding. The containers, we eat a lot of egg whites, so we bought the gigantic box of eggs at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
So what we'll do in that case is just use the eggs as our protein, but we know that we're not going to be able to cook with a lot of fat because there's already a decent amount of fat in eggs. So we'll
depends what you're going to do.
Yeah. So once you have your group of protein, your group of carbs, and your group of fats, along with a big range of vegetables, then you can create your main meals from that. So let's say for breakfast we have the bread that we bought, and we're going to eat eggs with a couple of egg whites, some sauteed veggies and just a tiny bit of oil and a little bit of fruit and maybe a little bit of oats, depending on what our macros are for the day. So that's our breakfast. Then for lunch, I'm going to choose rice. Frank's going to choose sweet potatoes. They're already cooked, both. I want broccoli. He wants asparagus, already cooked. And we're both going to eat chicken together with that. So we'll mix up our stuff together, and then maybe we'll pull out some condiments or sauces. We have this really amazing Thai peanut sauce from Sky Valley, which really doesn't have a lot of additives in it. It's really good. You can get it at Walmart.
Yeah. Prepare bulk containers.
Yeah.
You cook 2 hours.
Big giant containers.
Yeah, and you have easy cooking, and you have food for the entire week.
Yeah.
And then
then
you mix and match, how she was saying.
yeah. And then for dinner, maybe we're all going to eat the same thing as a family. Or sometimes we'll even let our kids choose. So I'll say, okay, do you want bread or do you want sweet potatoes? Most of them will choose bread, except for Sydney. She likes sweet potatoes. And then I'll give them their veggie choices, and then I'll give them their protein choices. So right now we have the amazing buffalo chicken and barbecue pork from Paleo Works.
Oh my gosh, so good. It's a freaking drug.
Yeah. So last night we gave our kids the option, which is nice for them because then they know. And also they're learning what a protein is, what a carb is, what a fat is. And then in between we'll snack on stuff like this. We do have some protein bars that we stocked, although now that we're home all the time, we don't have as much of an excuse to eat that grab and go stuff because we have time to cook. So we should be eating whole foods. We've got yogurt, we've got nuts, we've got nut butters, we've got some healthier snack options that we eat occasionally that we'll give the kids, but we keep it pretty simple. So now's the time to be really simple with your diet, to really dial in the nutrient value of all the food that you're eating. If you need some more advice, if you have any questions, if you've got stuff that you'd like us to talk about in general or very specifically, send us a message. Let us know. We're here for you.
Yeah, pretty soon we will post some video also maybe of Italian recipes.
Who wants to learn to make
Italian ragu. Super easy.
Yes.
Not a lot of fat.
Yeah.
Really good on pasta.
Yeah, we found the ingredients for that.
Remember one thing. If you eat thin spaghetti, I will find you.
No thin spaghetti.
No thin spaghetti, please.
Yeah, we really only have 2 food rules in our house.
Yeah.
No
No
thin
thin-
spaghetti and no pineapple on pizza.
I'll find you. I'll find you.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.